Hi everyone. I'll give you a quick walkthrough of the Digital Knowledge Hub under the Food Safety for Africa project, focusing on how it helps different stakeholders move from knowledge to actions. The hub brings together curated solutions, news, events, and an AI-supported search in one place, so users can quickly find relevant information and use it in practice. The content is curated with the needs of multiple stakeholder groups in mind and based on two-pronged approach. The top-down approach involves AI-enabled secondary literature mapping, while the bottom-up approach incorporates tacit knowledge generated from the ground learning under the different work packages of the project. Once you log in, this is the landing page, which is the home page. This acts as the main entry point to the hub. From here, users can directly access solutions, knowledge, news, as well as events. And under the partners and members tabs, you can also see who all are already the part of the hub community. For the new users, Read More section gives a quick introduction to the platform, and Take the Tour from right here is helpful not only the first time they visit, but also later as a refresher to understand the different functionalities of the hub and the different features that we have. One of the most important features visible directly on the homepage is the search engine powered by AI, which connects to Ubuntoo AI. Instead of only browsing content manually or using keywords, this allows users to ask questions using natural language and receive action-driven responses based on the credible and highly curated database, linked back to the source materials. So whether a user is looking for practical recommendation, a piece of evidence, or simply a quick starting point, they can get there much faster. Let me quickly show you an example as well. So I am interested to know about what are the key policies supporting food safety management for the informal sector in Africa. I'll just type my question here and I'll click on enter. Then this right here, you can see Ubuntoo AI in action. It will give you a detailed summarized answer of your question and provide all the key knowledge that you need to know about what you're interested in. This is specifically important for all the users who do not have a lot of time to go through the entire knowledge hub, but is really interested to know and get to their answers very quickly. On the right, you can also see all the reference reports, sources that it has used to give you this answer. So for example, if you do want to deep dive, you can click on these and read more in detail, and you can get all the different reports from here as well. As you can see, I've just scrolled a little bit. If you want to continue asking questions, you can just ask it from here, or you can even click on the new chat. This is one of the key features that we have in Ubuntoo AI, as it also draws on the larger Ubuntu database. This simply means the users benefit from a stronger coverage, broader relevance, and better connected answers. Ubuntoo AI also supports accessibility across geographies, since users can ask questions in more than 50 languages. What this simply means is that the users can ask questions in their own language, and they'll get their answer in their own language as well. So now coming back to the home page, if we'll scroll down a little bit, the next feature that we have is the Spotlight. The Spotlight section highlights important knowledge and key events, helping users focus on high-value content rather than having to search through everything themselves. Again, this is another feature for users who do not have a lot of time and who just wants to know what new has been added to the hub and what is super relevant for this week and this month, which you can see from right here. And this is regularly updated by our team on a weekly as well as the monthly basis. If you scroll down a little bit further, users can also see the recent knowledge, news, as well as the solution sections. Each item shows when it was added, and they can hover from a short time over the knowledge piece to preview before opening it. If the user would like to explore more, they can click on View All to go directly to the full section, or you can also access the full sections from here on the top. Now let's move to the knowledge section, which is really the core library of the hub. This is where users can access curated and reusable resources such as scientific articles, reports, guidance documents, toolkits, and best practices. As the content library grows, the filtering system becomes especially useful. The users can filter all the different knowledge pieces that we have, around more than 1100 here. They can filter the knowledge pieces based on ingredient, knowledge category, on thematic pillar, which you can see right here on the top. Or you can also click on all filters to understand better. Let's say, for example, if you're only interested to know about the best practices or scientific articles, you can just click on them and apply the filter, and it'll take you exactly only to the scientific articles that have been added to the Knowledge Hub. The users can also filter the knowledge pieces or all sort of content based on latest added or latest published. This makes the experience much more practical. For example, a researcher could quickly narrow results down to scientific resources on a scientific ingredient, while a sustainability lead could focus only on a guidance or a best practice or a case study linked to a priority topic. Another important feature is the collections feature. Collections allow users to save and organize content that matters most to them, especially creating a personalized library within the hub. This helps users bring together relevant resources for a project, a theme, or an ongoing area of work without losing track of useful material. So for example, if this is the important knowledge piece that you've clicked on and you find it super important and relevant for you, you can just add it to your collection. Let's say if you've already created a collection, you can just select one. Or you can create a new collection from here where you'll have to give it your name, give it a short name, maybe even give an overview, but that's not important. But specifically create your own slug from here and add to the knowledge hub. All the collections that you have added, you can just click from here and click on My Hubs. You will be able to see all the collections and the hubs that you have created. This is your own library within the larger library. Under the My Collections, it's important to highlight that users can also access the different knowledge hubs that they are a part of. So for example, if I'm part of the Food Safety for Africa project, but I'm also part of the Food FCI4Africa project, and I have access to both the hubs, I can just click on that one, and I'll be able to I will be able to access the other knowledge hub from here itself without even separately logging in. But you'll have to make sure that you're logged into the other one as well. So this is not only a way to organize the saved content, but also a way to move more easily across connected knowledge environments. Alongside that, if you click on any knowledge piece, there is also another feature which is the comment section. This feature helps turn content into a more collaborative space. So right here, as you can see, is the comment section. You can just click at the rate and tag your colleague who you think might be interested to know about the feature, to know about the knowledge piece in a lot more detail. So you can just click on their name and you can write a comment and they will get a notification in their email. Users can tag colleagues directly on a knowledge piece and the tagged person receives an email notification, as I mentioned. This makes it easier for teams to discuss, interpret, and use information together rather than letting knowledge remain static on the platform. The news sections basically helps users to stay aware of the emerging developments, while the event section allows them to follow relevant webinars, conferences, and exhibitions. Together, these features help keep the hub dynamic and connected to ongoing conversations and activities beyond the static knowledge library. So overall, the hub gives users two simple ways to work with knowledge. They can either browse curated resources directly through the platform, or they can use Ubuntoo AI to reach grounded answers faster. In both cases, the goal is the same: to make knowledge easier to access, easier to use, and more useful for decision making. Thank you so much.